Noble reasons of being a police officer is definitely what everybody, I would say everybody gets into it for that reason at the beginning,
Welcome to Black and Blue, the podcast that's just for you. We bring solutions to everyday problems. We are here to humanize the badge by interviewing first responders and discussing their trainings, experiences, and publications. Black and Blue airs weekly at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tune in.
Got to be out there and be active and helping people. And, the noble reasons of being a police officer is definitely what everybody, I would say everybody gets into it for that reason at the beginning, and I would say it was definitely from early childhood. Ever since I was little playing cops and robbers, I would never play the robber, right? Some guys process things well and some guys don't. And, I thought that I was being a tough guy, and I thought, I was handling it well. And on the outside, everybody pretty much thought I was. But the ones closest to me could see, man, I was spiraling, alcohol and just not doing well with my personal life. And, my family even thought I was fine, and my friends thought I was fine. But there's a couple people who were really close to me who could see that I was struggling, right? And one of my really good friends, shout out to a guy named Charles. He was a former SEAL. He was a former sniper on our SWAT team. And, he had called me up one day and he's like, dude, I need to talk to you. You're not doing this right. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to write down that incident in like full detail envelope and never look at it again. So, I talked to doctors, I talked to therapists, nothing seemed to really help my brain, right? And so I was like, okay, I'll give this a shot. So I sat down on my computer and I started typing away that incident. And it felt good. I felt maybe a little closure on that. And so I never read it again. And I got to tell you, full disclosure, that incident is not in the book, right? That's my story. That's it. Body cameras on YouTube already. That's fine. If you know. But I've never read it again, right? But I felt good when I wrote it. And it was kind of like a way for me to cope with the spiral of my personal life. So as I was on administrative leave, as I would start to feel those dark moments and when stuff just wasn't feeling right, I would sit down and write stories of, and like you said, with your partner in your pen, dropping it on the ground, just laughing, right? So I started just writing down those kind of stories. So like maybe my kids someday would hear them, And I just started writing these funny stories or heartwarming stories or like things of kindness, things that cops did that nobody knows about, right? Yeah. And I started putting those together, and then I showed it to a buddy of mine. I'm on your side. Like if there's an active shooter right now who decides to be stupid and shoot into this crowd, do you know what I'm going to do? You hate me and you're spitting on me, but I'm going to get in between that guy and you to protect you. And you have these thoughts about me that you don't understand. I'm not your enemy here, Yeah. I'm not the bad guy. Genuinely give a crap about us here in Vegas. I do. I don't think that's the case everywhere. And I get spoiled because I get to travel and teach a lot, and I see a lot of departments who are not getting the support that they need, right? So we have an elected sheriff. Our sheriff's elected by the people. He doesn't answer to anybody except for the people. But there are some jurisdictions where you may answer to a city council or, right? And so you're not going to get that support that we get. So for us, it's very easy to have that morale and that retention. Our retention's good. Like when everybody left in 2020, we lost some, but we didn't lose like everybody else did.
Wow.
So I would say shop around because there's still some good places out there that have that support. I know we do for sure, but I won't say the names, but I know there's some places out there you would never catch me working. So you and I talked about it beforehand, but I just want everybody to understand, we talked about the money is not going to me. I wanted to talk about the Wounded Blue. The money for this book is going to the Wounded Blue. It's the largest nation's peer support for sick and injured officers. The Wounded Blue is doing awesome work. Randy Sutton is doing a great job with that foundation. So all the money that everybody spends buying the book and helping us out, that's all going to Randy and the Wounded Blue. And if you want to take 2 seconds and check out their organization too and throw them some love, that's the whole purpose of why we're doing this, is to help them out. So just a Randy Sutton shout out. That man wakes up at 5 a.m. and he goes to bed at like 1:30 in the morning, and his entire day, and I know him really well, his entire day is just helping cops. Like he just wants to wake up and help cops. So let's support them as much as we can.